Hi, I'm Dr. Dave Kirkpatrick from Quantum Techniques, the most comprehensive and effective form of energy medicine available. And I'm in the process of preparing for a trip to Morocco. I'm going to be gone for almost a month. And so I need to put together a range of things for a travel kit, a travel first aid kit. Now, normally in QT we address chronic issues, but in fact, we also have the ability to address the acute issues that could arise during travel. And so I just wanted to share some of the things that I've put together. In a different YouTube, I've talked about how we benefit from getting ideas from our clients. So I would welcome emails from anyone who sees this that has other suggestions for travel first aid. You can email me at dave@quantumtechniques.com. But let me just share some of the things that we have. One of the standard things we talk about is MMS, Miracle Mineral Supplement. And that's sort of a messy thing to travel with, but they do make tablets for the bath. And you can easily take those and just put one of the tablets in a bath and get the benefit of MMS that way without having to deal with mixing and leaking and that sort of thing. I work a lot with standard process products, and there are a few there. These may not be as easily available to you if you aren't a standard process licensed practitioner, but Conjuplex is good for any respiratory illness, Allerplex for any allergy type issue, Spanish black radish for food poisoning, and there are other products for long-term immune support, Echinacea andrographis, things like that. I'm not going to go so much into detail with that. We always have Traumeel and Arnica. These are homeopathic products that deal with pain, immediate injury. For just general preventative for pathogens of any kind, garlic, olive leaf, and oregano oil are fairly standard supplements that you can get in any health food store, and we generally take those along. To check the water supply, grapefruit seed extract, just a drop or two of that in the water will help prevent any bacterial or viral or fungal problem with the water. And I think many of us are used to filtering our water at home, and then we travel and maybe you use water from plastic bottles where the plastic leaches. Who knows how they fill these plastic bottles? Many of them are not from a natural spring. So purifying the water is one of the things that would be really important. If you're going anywhere near the ocean, meat tenderizer seems like a strange thing to bring, but anytime you're worried about jellyfish, if you just put meat tenderizer on it, it dissolves the protein in the jellyfish poison, and that solves that problem. Otherwise, you could be chasing around for other ways of reducing the pain, which can be significant and severe. If you work with a homeopathic practitioner, as I do, we get a variety of these tiny little vials. Let me just take a moment to bring them out. Now the advantage, there's clinical homeopathy and classical homeopathy. The classical homeopathy, I'm speaking beyond my direct knowledge, this is secondhand, but the classical person, when I've dealt with them, has an endless series of questions to narrow down and define the precise remedy that meets your need. The clinical homeopathist has a way of testing your energy and seeing what for that energy would best address particular problems. So here I have a tiny vial for diarrhea. A couple of drops will do that. For allergies, for rescue remedy, rescue anytime you're in an emergency situation. Cactus is for the heart. That may seem counterintuitive, but for any heart ailment. Food poisoning. Here's arnica in a different form. Wound recovery. if you have problems healing wounds. Here's injury formula. This is the pain of a bruise or a strain or that sort of thing. And here is ginger this is for digestive issues. So the advantage of these remedies are that the practitioner we work with has tested them and they match the energy for me and my wife. And therefore we have some assurance that this isn't just a general remedy, but it's particularly targeted to our needs. I talked in a previous YouTube about activated charcoal as a detoxing system, as a way of addressing food poisoning. So you'll see there are multiple remedies for some of these things, and what I would do is muscle test to see which one is best in the particular situation. But these are simple capsules which you can take to address food poisoning, to just a general digestive cleanse. You could take the charcoal out of it to address a snake bite or a wound, things of that nature. One of the other concerns is the face mask. This is in a package here, but this is a charcoal face mask. And I am told, this is again secondhand knowledge, that the most difficult time in travel, in flying, is the takeoff and landing. And that's because you're breathing the exhaust from other airplane jets. Now, our house happens to be in the flight path of an airport, and our roof is covered with a black soot that is from the exhaust of the airplane fuel. And I am told that most pilots use a mask during takeoff and landing. And if they need it, it's not a bad idea for us to consider not to have a mask full time, but at least for takeoff and landing. So, these are just a few suggestions. I would welcome feedback from anyone out there who has other things that you use in your travel kit. It's best to be prepared. I've been in foreign countries and I've found people welcoming and helpful and more open to traditional medicine than they are in the United States. I've gotten tremendous help and we haven't had serious problems, but it's best to go prepared. And these are some of the things I put together for our trip. I hope some of these suggestions will be useful to you. Thank you.